A Ebonyi man begged Governor Francis Nwifuru to save his business from collapsing in a state shopping mall. Honorable Mall-Anayo Kingsley, who is a chief executive officer, Nazon the Great Service Limited, has called on the attention of Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwifuru to come to his aid and save his business from collapsing at the state shopping mall, citing unjust treatment by the management of this facility.
Passionately appeal to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, Right Honorable Builder Prince Francis Nwifuru, to come to my aid and intervention as the management of the mall, Third Retail Solution, and the owner of the company in particular, Mr. Ezigwe, is bent on bringing my business down.
The Mirror TV learned that the Ebonyi State shopping mall that was built by the administration of the former governor, Engineer David Umahi, who is now the current Minister of Works, being managed by a company known as Third Retailer Solution. They oversee the running of the facility in close proximity with the shop owners. Narrating his plight to our correspondent, Honorable Anayo lamented that the management has failed in their duty to effectively maintain the vital infrastructures in the facility, such as the air conditioners and restroom, and noted that they are unable to provide the constant power supply but continue to tax business owners with service charges, which has made business hard. Honorable Anayo noted if Governor Nwifuru did not come to his aid and mall at large, the mall may totally collapse business-wise because it is already decaying and only his intervention can rescue the mall. As he narrates his challenge with the management of the mall down the lane starting from October 2023 to date. Honorable Anayo recalled that he sold off his property in Anambra State to enable him return home and establish the business in Ebonyi State. But unfortunately, the business environment has not been favorable to him as expected.
It has not been easy for me. I've just been struggling to sustain this business here in Ebonyi more because of my love for my dear state. I sold my properties in Anambra to open this shop, but honestly, my heart bleeds each time I remember what I'm going through here. For the past 1 year and 12 months and 2 months, since October 2023, the AC in my shop has not been working. Yet they are collecting service charge from me up to the tune of 250,000 naira monthly. I've appealed severally. In fact, at the time I protested and said I won't pay further until this issue is resolved. Mr. Ezigwe promised me that my AC will be fixed in February 2024. They came, but nothing was done. He later said it was a compressor, that I should be patient with him for like 2 weeks. The 2 weeks metamorphosed to months until it got to the month of April. I told him I'm not going to pay a dime as service charge until something is done here, because I lose customers on daily basis. The few people that God brings to me here, they can't stand the atmosphere in here, the temperature. Before 2 minutes, the person is out. Say this place is too hot for him. How can a place like this and something like that? Some will just say, okay, give me your contact, I'll get back to you. All to no avail. None of them comes back, nor calls.
He emphasized that the situation has cost him a loss of capital worth over 30 million naira at the 2024 yellow tide season. Honorable Anayo noted that earlier this year, they increased their service charge from 1,500 to 3,000 and 5,000 depending on the size of your shop.
Business is going down by the day. going by the way the business was moving before I had this issue in 2023, my brother, I believe I've lost over 30 million naira from that time till now. Because my story here is no longer what it used to be when I started here, few months before I had that issue in 2023. And it deteriorates by the day. My business goes down by the day. Customers are no longer comfortable staying here to negotiate, because this is not the kind of business you stand up to buy and leave. It's something that customer needs to sit down, relax, you discuss with the person before the deal is sealed. My greatest pain is that after he appealed to me to continue with my service charge in April last year, I continue paying on the promise that something must be done before June. After June, nothing. He promised September. Then, on getting to September, nothing was done. I then told him that I cannot continue paying until this thing is done, and that he'll have to refund me for excess charges, because I can't be paying him 250,000 naira just for lighting points in this place. I don't know, it was at that junction he got mad at me. He said he's giving me grace of weeks. I told him I am not going to pay. So I have not paid from that October to this January, only for him to come and disconnect my shop. And
that's why people don't have flex now.
That is why this shop is like this. For the past 1 week now, has been the state of my shop. And he said, my greatest pain, he said that he threatened that I cannot do anything, that he is highly connected, and that if I think I am anybody, I should do my worst. Or worst case scenario, I should leave the mall and get chop outside, that the mall is not for everybody. And I begin to wonder, is this the motive of the government when they built here, to hand it to a man who doesn't care about the growth of the state? I am humbly appealing, because I know my governor. If not for anything, I know him as one who meant well for the entire people of Ebonyi, most especially the youth. I am not saying I will not pay service charges for my shop. I've been doing that for more than 1 year of my stay here. My appeal is that the management of the mall, or whosoever is in charge, should do the right thing, so that I will know that the money I am paying for, I'm getting the services as well.
Chinemeremu, a seller representative at Nazan the Great shop, also told our correspondent that because of the power outage at the shop, prospective customers would walk away from patronizing them, assuming that they are not open for business, and even when they are able to convince them to stay, environment makes them go away unwanted.
We lose a lot of customers on daily basis. Like, we have prominent men that comes in here on daily basis that will be like, after a few seconds of pricing one or two things, they will be like, here is too hot, I cannot talk, give me your contact, they will get back to us. And in weeks time, you expect them to get back to you, they will not, because of the condition they make our shop. And currently now, our lights are off and we are losing our customers. Like this morning now, we have 2 customers that have already gone. It was one of the security that brought the person, and they were like, we didn't know that we are open for business, because here was very, very dark. So you can imagine a big shop like this, a shop that has an address. As long as Ebonyi State is concerned, if you want to know, or if you want to ask of interior decors, they will tell you to come to Ebonyi State shopping mall. Imagine a big shop like this that has, if not the highest square meters in this mall, is blacked out. So please, we are calling on the governor to come to our aid.
And contacted by our correspondent on phone call, Mr. Eze Igwe, who is the manager of Third Retailer Solution, said the service charge at the mall is to cater for the service of security, cleaner, and power, but not for the maintenance of air conditioning and other structural maintenances.
One Mr. Anayo, it's a great enterprise. Yes, his shop was disconnected, and he claimed that he has met all his service
Meanwhile, the senior special assistant to the governor on the Economical Center and the shopping mall, Honorable Dustin Nwifuru, has urged the management of the mall to be up and doing to ensure smooth operation of the facility and resolve conflicts amicably, and promised that the government would ensure transparency and accountability to satisfy the tenants and customers. At the time of filing this report, our correspondent had equally observed that there was no power supply at the Nazon the Great shop, as it was disconnected by the third retailer solution management for what they described as a penalty for non-compliance to service charge by the shop owner. I am Mbam Sylvester, the Mirror TV. Don't forget to subscribe and drop your comments at the comment section.
Hey there, this is the Mirror TV. Here we offer you news on both local and international happenings. We bring you politics, religion, socio-cultural events, project work, live documentaries, documentation to your doorstep. Why don't you follow us on our YouTube channel, The Mirror TV, or you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or X, The Mirror TV. You can as well contact us on 081 6546. The Mirror TV stands to give you the best.